when you started, when you know, flipped that switch and started thinking about what this was going to be, what started coming? What did you start hearing? What did you start noticing in you know, in the music and in the ideas?
Yeah, you know, it had a vibe for sure. I probably rolled into the process with, I don't know, maybe about 15 or 16 solid ideas, you know, and there was a couple that I'd been carrying around for years, like the riff to a tone, and think I had the chorus lyric and melody. I mean, I literally have had it for years, and I just couldn't couldn't finish it, you know. It comes when it comes, and I've learn to not discard things. Just put them away because there's other things to work on and other things to focus. But I always knew there was something really special about that, and it had the potential to turn into a great song one day, and it finally did. I don't, you know, on every record, even on Facelift, all of the Alice stuff and the solo stuff. You know, there's a good chunk of those ideas that have been floating around for a while. You know, it's like a filmmaker or whatever. You write scripts, you have ideas. Not all films get made. Maybe they get made later. Maybe it's better to make them 20 years down the road than
turn into something else.
Whenever right. It's time. You know, Atone was one of those songs. The Dismembered is I remember I was jamming that riff like in backstage on the Korn tour. I kept walking the halls with an acoustic guitar. That one was there. Siren was, you know, a song that I thought was really important too, and you know, I think I had that around for maybe two, 3 years. Yeah.
But was there something different or distinctive about this set of stuff? Was there something that kind of defined it?
Well, the cool thing about making records is they're all different, and if you're lucky enough, the thing that you have that people can recognize is your musical fingerprint. They can hear something probably within a couple of notes and go, "Oh, I know who that is." You know what I mean? That's what you want, and I think we've achieved that. So you can count on that being there, and that frees you up to be able to do a lot of stuff, not put any restrictions on yourself. We never did that in Alice, and I don't do that outside of Alice either. It's more interesting to me to go into a project without some sort of a plan, or like I'm going to write this kind of a song, or I'm going to make this kind of a record. Just naturally let it flow and see what the hell happens. That's fun. It's exciting for me, you know, like, what is this going to turn into? I have no idea, but I think it's going to be cool. You know, the trip's going to be cool to take. So,
what's different for you about solo stuff and about Alice stuff? I mean, what, you know, as you're writing these, how do you know? Okay, this is stuff that's Jerry. This is not band stuff. Or are there things that come and you're like, okay, I'm working on this project here, but that really goes over there.
Yeah, there's probably been a couple of things like that where I've, like, you know, felt like this is maybe more an Alice idea or whatever, but maybe early on, you know, like maybe around the Boggy Depot era or whatever, when I was kind of writing then. But I mean, the main difference really is I've written a lot of music. I've been fortunate to you know, that the guys have allowed me to write, you know, and be that kind of majority force in that way in the band, and to let my voice speak in that way, and share in that, and make the songs better, like they inevitably do, by adding their own bits and soul and performances to it that make it far better than I could on my own. It's a collaborative effort. So in that sense, working with outside the band, it's kind of similar, because everybody else is adding their ideas too, and everybody is elevating it. Everybody wants to make the best record or best song possible. The only difference really is the people I'm making it with, I guess. You know, if the guys in Alice, you know, I get asked this question a lot, and really it's a simple answer. The only what makes it an Alice in Chains songs is Alice in Chains records it. Then it's an Alice in Chains song. If Alice in Chains doesn't record it, it's my song. Yeah.
But does that free you up in a different way, or does that enable something? I mean, then the question is why then why bother with the Jerry stuff? I mean, if it can all, if it's then seeing what the band brings to it, then why not keep it all contained within the band?
Well, I made Boggy Depot with Mike Inez played on a couple of songs, and Sean played on the whole record. So in that way, I had some hand holding, when I was leaving the nest there. But I also had Norwood Fisher and Angelo Moore, and I had Les Claypool and Rex Brown on Degradation Ship. I had Robert.
No hand holding from those guys.
I had Robert Trujillo and Mike Borden on this record. I've got Duff McKagan, Greg Pachado, et cetera, et cetera. So, the guys can hold. I got plenty of guys that can add stuff too, and it's fun exploring that. I don't think it has to be one or the other.